Hey guys, welcome back. A long time no see. I do these kind of spiels where I just will upload a bunch and then not upload. So I'm doing a quick wear test on the new Fenty Easy Drops foundation. So far, I really like it. So I'm priming my face with the Unstoppable Primer from Wet n Wild. I love this stuff. I think that was my last use as well. And I'm also using the Laura Geller Spackle Primer. This is their hydrating version. I have really dry skin this winter season. But also I filled in my brows with the Benefit Brow Pencil and the NYX Snatch and Brow Tint Lift. That little brow pen that I love. So if you wanted to see that, I do believe I have a Instagram reel on that if you wanted to head over to my Instagram page. So I'm just taking my Morphe M439 buffer brush just to buff this in all over my skin. You can see it really does give a nice coverage for being a skin tint. I really like that. I'll apply it on the other side. Just gonna blend all of that in. Make sure it's nice and blended. I'm also going to pounce my damp beauty sponge all over my face just to make sure that gets up any of the excess. So right here I'm using the Nudestix bronzer stick. I can't remember the shade, but I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. And just going and putting that in all of my contour spots. I really love the new hack of contouring your lips before putting your lip color on. I really do feel like it emphasizes the lips a whole lot better. And don't forget to take that down the sides of your nose too. I am doing more of a cream based for this kind of look, especially with day to day. This is so easy. I believe this only took me like 15 minutes to film this video. Right here, I am using my NARS concealer in the shade Vanilla. I know it's a super light shade. I'm not self-tan here, so I gotta use that lighter shade. Putting that in my highlight spots of my face and right underneath where I put that contour around my lips as well, just to help kind of lift that area. And I'm just taking my damp beauty sponge and blending all of that in really quick. Also, I have been in love with this Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. It is a loose setting powder, so I'll just take that with a brush and run that underneath my eyes. I don't like to bake or anything like that right now, especially for a day-to-day look. This is just super easy to get onto your T-zone, your other eyes, and make sure everything's nice and smooth that way. I just totally said other eyes. Under eyes, pardon. So now I'm going in with this Benefit palette that came out like a year ago. I'm just taking the shade Hula and setting that bronzer that I had placed down, so that way that doesn't move and it kind of makes it last longer. So as your skin gets oily throughout the day, it can go through those multiple layers. I'm taking that same shade and setting my nose, as well as running this through my crease really quick. I love the look of just a bronzer in your crease during the springtime. So I'm just going to place that in my outer crease and blend it out in that wing shape. I've really been enjoying that fox eye shape where it's very lifted on the outer corners. So here I'm pointing at that blush shade. I can't remember the shade of it. I'll leave it linked down below, but I'm taking the blush out of that palette and really placing it high up, and I'm dragging whatever is left to the apples of my cheek, just so everything stays nice and lifted and high on my face. I truly love this palette because I can just get all of my face done with this palette. So I'm taking Cookie and Georgia, those two highlighters, out of that palette and mixing them together and placing that on all of my highlighting points. Again, that glow it gives me is just so beautiful. I haven't had a highlighter shade this color of when I mix Cookie and Georgia together. ever in all of my collections. So definitely, I'm sad that they may not have these anymore, but check Benefit. If they do, I am going to leave them linked down below. So I really love to buff my face after I put all of my powders and my creams and everything down. So I'm using the Laura Mercier, their Camouflage Foundation Powder, I believe it is. I'm using one of the lightest shades. And here I am lining my upper lash line with Costa Riche from MAC. And I'm just going to make the tiniest little wing on the outside. And I'm taking one of my liner brushes. I believe this is the Sigma liner brush. And kind of blending that in and making sure it's nice and smooth and defined at the same time. Cringiest portion coming up in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna line my upper waterline with the same MAC pencil and Costa Riche. This just helps define the upper waterline, so that way it makes your lashes look thicker and fuller. And I'm also gonna take the Kiss lashes. This is their lash extension line. Many known, I have lash extensions for years, but I'm taking a break. So I'm taking my Shiseido curling lash curler and curling my lashes and topping that off with the Tarte Lash Smoothie Mascara. Really getting in there and coating my lashes just to make sure they're nice and black. That way they mesh with my false lash. So you'll see with the magic of editing coming up, I will have my lashes on in 3, 2, 1. Lashes! These are so pretty. I love these lashes. So I'm going to take the MAC Extend-A-Play Gigaback Lash for my lower lashes, just to kind of define those out a little bit. And then now I'm going to go get changed and apply my lip. This is MAC's Stipdown Lip Liner. It's really good to define my lips. It's my favorite nude lips liner, and it lasts all day. So I never have to worry about it rubbing off or rubbing on my face, bleeding, or anything like that. I'm just going to overline my lips and kind of fill in the corners as well. Also, for my lip color, you're going to hate me. It's kind of, not existing anymore, but this is KKW Nude Lip Gloss in the shade 1. I bought backups of these, so I have them. Thank you, guys.